Mr. Ellison loved everything Japanese because of its beauty, class, and quality. The M10 has the quality that he loves. But Mr. Ellison is not the only fan of M10. The enterprise architects, like my next guest have recognized the value M10 provides to any mission-critical businesses. Please welcome Erik Benner. Thank you. Thank you, Erik. You're more.
Well, I thank everyone for being here, though I do wonder who picked the theme music here. My name is Erik Benner. I'm an enterprise architect with Mythics. Mythics is an Oracle Platinum partner. We have a pretty large customer base in the Spark world, and we do everything Oracle. What I'm really here to talk about is why hardware matters in your environment. And it does matter. Commodity systems do not solve your business challenges. You need to pick a system that has the right security. And what you'll find is not only does the software, Solaris, have security built into it, but also the hardware itself has the ability to accelerate your systems in a secure environment. And you have to have a system that scales, that has performance. It doesn't do well for you to have a small system that doesn't scale to the size that your business needs. We're going to give an example here of how that works in your environment. So in modern environments, we have our current data centers, and our reports are running fast. But the question is, are they secure? Is your data encrypted? The first thing that you're going to do is encrypt the systems. Immediately what you'll find on a commodity system is you have a performance issue. The systems now run slower. As I'm sure folks have already done this already. So you have a much slower system now that you've encrypted the system. This happens because on commodity hardware, your servers consume normal CPU cycles in order to handle the encryption. It means your mainline CPU is affecting the performance of the system to handle the security. It slows down your workload. It slows your application down. It slows the database down. How do you normally solve the problem? You put more hardware in the system. That means you're now consuming more software licenses. It's now more expensive in your environment. This is not what you want in IT now. So the common thing is you throw a bigger system in, you need the reports faster, you get a bigger server. But that's not the fix. More CPU is not the fix to your problem. A better architecture is the actual fix to your performance problem. You want systems that have hardware acceleration, like software on chip, software in silicon, that actually accelerate at the silicon layer your performance problems. You want systems that have self-healing technologies, where the operating system sees a fault of a critical process and will automatically restart the process. It gives you the high availability you need in your enterprise. You want the security reporting that Bill talked about. You want an operating system that will tell you if it's not secure. You want an operating system that gives you better security in the environment. No single privileged user to hack in the environment. You want a system that's easier to patch. A lot of you that might already run Solaris now know that in older versions of Solaris, it can be difficult to patch. In the newer version in Solaris 11, anyone in this audience can patch a server. More importantly, anyone in this audience can revert a patch. The system automatically makes a backup of the operating system and allows you to quickly and easily fall back to the system state prior to patching. And we're also talking cloud, which involves large-scale server consolidation. You want an architecture that can scale from a single server to a large number of servers, to go from 2 cores all the way up to over 1,000 cores. You need that agility in your business. And when you do this, you also want to consume less software licenses. You need to manage how you do that. Something unique to this technology is it allows you to size your software license to your application. It gives you dynamic, scalable licensing to your Oracle application, which helps you on your expense. So what we'll do is come in and put in a Fujitsu system as an example. Immediately, it runs faster. Even with encryption turned on, the system performs faster. Your reports run faster. Your OLTP workload runs faster. You can also do large-scale consolidation, taking rows of computers and consolidating them into a single server. And you also have lower operational cost because of the automation built into Solaris with tools like OpenStack, tools like Puppet. You're able to reduce your operational costs in the data center. You're able to reduce your power, your cooling, even your Oracle licensing. Produces a system that's less expensive to run. Some real world numbers because everyone cares about that. So this was a tool used called Swing Bench, which all your DBAs are probably familiar with. This was on a commodity system, taking the same workload, running encrypted traffic against a database. And what you'll see is we maxed out at about 56,000 transactions per minute. A respectable number. But this was with encryption turned on. Taking the same number of cores on a system with hardware acceleration, ran over 100,000 transactions per minute against the same storage array with the same number of CPUs, the same amount of memory. The real difference was the architecture of the operating system and the architecture of the hardware. That's over a 2x performance improvement when you encrypt the data. Hardware matters in your business. If you want more information, I understand we're running close on time. Please feel free to stop by the Mythics booth at 401. You can stop by, talk to one of the experts like myself, look at running workloads, talk about patching, and learn about how these technologies can help your business. So I'd like to say thank you for your time.
Thank you, Erik.
And I got the time in where they wanted it.
Very good. Thank you, Erik. Great job. This year is special for Fujitsu because